And Greg is an ear player. See how big his ears are? Now, yesterday in Sacramento, we had a class, and most of the people that are there have taken, I haven't been in Sacramento for years teaching, so they were in my class like 7 years ago. So yesterday we started talking about, can you sit at your instrument with no music and play songs? Can you?
From scratch?
No?
Happy birthday.
If I, yeah, some I can memorize.
No, can you just wing it?
Oh, no.
Chopsticks.
No.
No. Everybody yesterday said no to. So, we think you should change your mind and say, no, but I'm willing to try. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. So there's none of this, lots of this. Now, here's my story. I learned to play music from a teacher with a book. I learned a new language in the book. It's called reading notes. I also learned a new keyboard, which was like learning French and learning how to type at the same time. And that's not very easy. But when you're 7, it's pretty painless and it doesn't take very long. But on a piano, it took about 3 or 4 years before I actually sounded decent. And most kids do take a couple of years. And some kids are like little proteges and they go crazy and they learn faster. But generally, to be a really good piano player, you got to be a couple of years into it, and then you're there. Now, then you learn the way Greg did. Greg had a teacher, but because his teacher played for silent movies, he taught Greg how to play by ear. Now, the operative word here is taught. And the other operative word is, it took Greg a couple of years to be able to play and sound good too. He hunted and pecked and hit and missed until the notes sounded good. He learned songs the same way I did, by listening to the song and knowing how it went, but 2 totally different approaches to learning how to play. Now, through the years, most piano teachers that I've met cannot play by ear. And I love asking a piano teacher when they come in with their student to play something on the piano, if they don't have their music with them. Oh, no. There's one lady that teaches around here, and her students are amazing. She will not sit at a piano with no music. She can't. Okay? So consequently, most of the teachers that I've met through the years are not ear players. And most of them do not know chords and the structures, how a chord works. Had I had a teacher that taught me chords, reading notes would have been so much easier. Chords should always come first. If you're listening on this video, you find yourself a teacher that teaches chords first. Because then classical music and everything is so much easier to learn. You learn because you see the chord progressions and how they work. Now, Greg, if when you started, come up and so you could be on the camera. Explain how you had a song and how you learned it.
I memorized the finger positions by watching either my teacher or my mother who play. And I would watch and memorize exactly what notes she was playing with her hand. And it sounded pretty to me because it all blended or harmonized together. And so I would simply memorize those positions and I would hear the song, and I was able to memorize always in school very easily. I could memorize paperwork and plays and such. So it came very natural to me. And so I liked the song, and if she played 5'2", I would memorize 5'2". I would stare and just soak in everything that she was doing or that he was doing, and then I would hit and miss until I got the right one, that I remembered how the song went. You know, if you're 7 years old, you don't know how certain songs are of the 20s or 30s. And Barney Google was one of the first ones, actually. And so anyway, that was, for me, it was just memorizing. that's all it was.
Now, for me, it was see the spot, play the note. Okay? I saw it on the paper, I played it on the keyboard, and I didn't even have to listen because logic told me that if I matched this with this, it would work. All right? So consequently, same as you, I learned most of the songs that I wanted to play on Saturday night at my grandma's house, watching Lawrence Welk. My parents would go out with my aunt and uncle and leave all the grandchildren at grandma's house. We have maple nut ice cream and watch Lawrence Welk on this dinky little black and white TV. But that's where I learned all the songs that I know. Now, I know that all of you have songs in your head, don't you? They're rattling around in there. You have these little staffs with, kind of notes where you can hear which way the notes go. They're up there. Okay, so take out a piece of paper, just a blank piece of paper. If you don't have a piece of paper, we need to get a couple of pieces. First assignment is, here's some paper for you. I just want you to write down the name of a song you know, that you can sing the words to, and that you can actually sing. You could, in your head, you don't have to sing it, but in your head, you kind of know how it goes. Just the name of a song. All right? What'd you write?
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells. Dawn hasn't written anything yet.
Moon River.
Moon River.
Silent Night.
Silent Night.
Stormy weather.
Stormy weather. Nothing's coming to you yet? Okay, well think for a minute. Now, so your assignments are on your paper. Now write down another name. Another song.
And Shirley's going, what have I done?
Still confunding.
No, you're gonna love this.
This is so easy and so fun.
Okay, so write down the name of another song.
Not for you guys, for us.
Now here's the problem for me. Sometimes I know a ton of songs, I just can't remember which ones I know.
Right.
Now, here's where Greg just solved the problem for you this morning. All right? If you hit Music Finder on the Clavinova or Music Assist on the organ, the names of 2,000 plus songs will come up on the screen. Yeah. Now, or if you don't have that feature, you need to get an instrument that does.
Should we have it?
Yes, I will. Or you can use a table of contents. Okay? My husband goes, this is the poor man's music finder. True. All right? So, you look in here, and open this black book. Everybody open, just look at the back cover, actually. All right, on the back cover is a whole list of songs. Find one on there that you know. What'd you write?
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music.
I wrote down Penthouse.
Penthouse Serenade. I don't even know that one. Crazy.
I know a lot. I just love me.
Love Me Tender.
Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on My Mind. That's good. Now you have 2 songs in your repertoire that you will need to learn.
I'm changing the numbers around like that.
Okay, Moon River's fine. All right, what'd you write, Richard?
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Cool, I love that song.
Ooh, good.
Okay, now,
Where did you find that?
here's the deal.
That on there?
If you, let's erase your head of all musical knowledge. You know nothing. All right? And you've got a keyboard in front of you, and you have no... This week, you're going to decide that you're going to sit at the instrument with no music. Zip. None.